नमस्कार फ्रेंड, आप सभी का एक बार फिर से वेलकम। और फ्रेंड्स, श्री जे एन शुक्ला जी, फोरम ऑफ बैंक पेंशनर एक्टिविस्ट के शुक्ला जी ने श्री ग्रीस आर्या, भारतीय मजदूर संघ को, जो हमारे नेशनल सेक्रेटरी हैं, उनको एक पत्र लिखा। बैंक पेंशनर्स प्लाइट। Yesterday, 27 February 25 evening, our conversation with you on phone regarding the main issue of the pension revision was very encouraging. There is enough to take the situation with positivity. We agree with you that pensioners need to maintain aggression with positivity. There is no need to be desperate and disappointed. Since 2020, under your leadership, the Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh has started the initiative on the issue of pensioners. After years of frozen conditions added with the negative attitude of the management, some positive results have surfaced. Decisions like 30% family pension, increase in ex-gratia amount of pre-1986 retirees, 100% DA since hanging in the balance over years, pension option to resign are the result of your continuous endeavors. The small relief of ex-gratia amount was given to reduce the resentment prevailing among pensioners to some extent as an immediate remedy. The agreement states that ex-gratia is without prejudice to pension updation demand. Obviously, if the pension updation issue had not been sub judice, the agreement of pension revision would have been done in the 8 March 24 in bipartite settlement. Major working unions never had any interest or initiative in all the above cases. From the 7th to 12th BPS, major unions have entered into agreements with the IVA which adversely impacted and weakened the pension scheme. Through a joint note of 25 May 2015, the above and unions created a serious controversial situation that bank pensioners have no contractual relationship with their respective banks. This was a furor on the existence of the pensioner. It had no relevance with the reality. Banks are not a charitable or religious institution who are giving thousands of crores of rupees to pensioners every year. Banks are commercial establishment. Pension is a contractual obligation of banks. That's why banks are paying pension to bank pensioner every month. That's why banks are paying CPI linked dearness allowance to pensioners. The ex-gratia agreement on 8 March 24 makes it clear that pensioners have as deep connect with the banks as the working bankmen. If the service of working bankmen is subject to good conduct, then the pension is also subject to the future good conduct of pensioners. Ex-gratia agreement confirms that it is not pension alone, but if need be, other steps like ex-gratia can be taken to protect the interest of pensioners. If there was no contractual relationship and pensioners were not part and parcel of the bilateral settlement, how did negative change had been made from 7 to 12 bipartites? In fact, on factual basis, it is undisputed that salary and pension are inseparable, two sides of the same coin, and from where the bank pension scheme has been taken, there is a provision in vogue to revise pension with wage revisions. For example, central government pay and pension is being revised together. In RBI and NABARD too, it is being done simultaneously. The Reserve Bank pension scheme is cornerstone of the bank pension scheme. We are not saying this. IBA reiterated this in its meeting with unions on 10th November 97, agreed to remove clause 22.4b from BEPR 95 as there was no such clause in RBI pension scheme. It is clearly written in the pension agreement of 29th October 93 that all terms and conditions including pension updation will be on the RBI line. Pension revision is bound with wage revision and it has been ensured while implementing pension scheme in banks. That is, pension revision has been done with wage revision. The fifth bipartite settlement implemented from 1st November 87, thus under clause 35(1) of BPR 95, pension for 1186 to 31st October 87, pay of fourth bipartite settlement was updated. The Honorable Finance Minister spoke in her interview of the business line regarding bank pensioner and further while addressing the 73rd AGM of the IBA, whose video is viral. She spoke much more keeping in view the overall genuine issue of the pensioners. Now it is different that the words of the Honorable Finance Minister are not being honored. There may be some difficulty at her end. May she overcome it in due course. However, there is no any adverse indication from the Honorable Finance Minister's side on her statement about pensioner. As far as positivity is concerned, despite the artificial excuse of the IBA, major unions, a decision can be seen to pay ex-gratia amount and talk about inserting periodic pension updation provision in the pension regulations. In the case of pensioners, the ex-gratia is out-of-box decision. This decision is not IBA unions. There is no provision like ex-gratia in pension regulations. But now it is there and is not a substitute of pension revision as well. Following are the important development. First, bona fide of the pension revision is established beyond suspicion if a judicious view is taken of various aspects including settlement dated 8 March 24. B. Pension revision is now a residual issue of COD relating to 12th bipartite settlement which could not be settled on superficial excuse of being sub judice. Third, ex gratia is an ad hoc relief measure since pension updation could not be done. It is without prejudice to pension updation demand. Fourth, pension updation is to be done on RBI line. This is as envisaged in the pension agreement dated 29th October 93 and reiterated in a small committee meeting in 26 March 94. Its committed and admitted stand. Fifth, RBI pension scheme is the cornerstone of the bank pension scheme as reiterated in meeting of 10th November 97. 6. FM's keynote speech in IB AGM cannot be termed as her personal speech. As Finance Minister, she addressed the IB AGM where all chief executive of banks were present. Her statement there is the official statement of the Finance Minister, Government of India. And 7th, 12th bipartite settlement 9 joint note could be reached in shortest possible time due to BMS initiative at FM level in meeting held on 27 July 23. This settlement could be reached with the highest wage growth without any demonstration, dharna, strike, etc. Bankmen hope next settlement will be reached before expiry of the current settlement. We thank you for your all-out efforts in pensioners' matters. We look forward your similar endeavors. We are quite confident of the amicable settlement of the pension revision issue at the earliest. With greetings, Sri G.N. Shukla, National Convener. Thank you, friends. Namaste.